Hey y'all, it's your girl Cookie Zoe. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you know what's catching you guys and turn on that post notifications. That way you get notified every time there's a big post. There's a mouthful of kind of stuff. That's a whole nother story. Yeah. Okay, I also did forget that hey y'all, it's Kashawn too, because we're trying to get personal here. So today's video is how I can help you accomplish your social media dreams. Okay? Okay. So social media started for me at the same time my fitness journey and career started for me back in college. Just sitting up with my best friend at the time, Jay. And we were just like, talking, going over things. And, she'd pick up her camera and record some of my content. And then, there was a point in time where Terrence, I was like, hey, I don't have any money to pay you, but I can get you some food. I mean, I guess I could have gave him the $5-10, but it's just like, what is $5-10? He was happy with me buying him breakfast, so it worked out. And yeah, so then, we shot a track workout, and still to this day, it is one of the most popular videos I've ever had on YouTube. It has thousands and thousands of views, and it was just a spur of the moment. I did not have anything mapped out. I just went to the track and was just like, you know what? Whatever comes to my mind is the workout we're gonna do, and boom. And that's just how it went about. So if you are trying to figure out how you can achieve your social media dreams, grab a notepad, grab a pen, tune in, let's get to it. Okay, so first things first is that you are going to have to eliminate the fear of being judged. And I'm pretty sure you heard this multiple times on social media that when you start to do content, people in your circle aren't always going to be the ones that are supporting you the most. Like back in college, I had some friends, because back then I posted multiple times a day. And we'll get into that in a second, but I posted multiple times a day. And I remember I had someone like, hey, if you post one more time today, I'm gonna unfollow you. And it's just like, okay. I literally was like, okay, excuse me, my content isn't for you. So, okay. You know what I mean? So understand that, the people in your closest circles aren't going to be the ones to fully understand, and sometimes will judge you and look at you like, because you're doing something unorthodox as trying to make social media a career of yours. Now, let's go ahead and get into the posting. I know it's like we're going to jump around a little bit. There's really no order. The posting. So I was posting multiple times a day. Why? Because a lot of people tune in to social media at different times. Some people tune in before they go to work. Some people tune in at their lunch break. Some people tune in, afternoon when they get off work and they're just lounging and watching TV. So posting multiple times a day allows you to attract all those different markets, and it keeps your algorithm fresh. We don't all have ADD, but we really do have really short attention spans. And a lot of times people will post one video or one photo because they want that one thing to get all the attraction to run the numbers up, so that when you look at someone's page, it's like, oh, they have this post that has all these views. Yes, if you were doing it strictly for the views, then post every once in a while. But if you were doing it to try to find a way to make a career out of your social media, you're gonna have to also eliminate, which is 3, eliminate the fear of some of your content just not hitting, because that's the thing. It may not do numbers as far as views, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't help the engagement that's coming to your page. That's what you're worried about when you're trying to do social media. You're focused more on the engagement that your page attracts than one particular video doing numbers. Okay, so, and I'm learning that too, in the sense of okay, I'm in lawsuits right now, and some of the content that I'm posting isn't doing what some of my normal content would post, but I understand that that's just what it is, right? 4, yes, you can work with social media companies that will boost your views and everything, as far as boost your likes, boost your views, and that's across all of your social medias. Now, it is a lucrative business. I know a lot of people have done it, and a lot of people do it. So if you want to work with a social media company to boost the appearance of having a lot of engagement on your page, totally can. But be fearful of that a little bit, because sometimes when they go through and they do sweeps, it can take away some things from you. You know what I mean? Or it could flag your account in any way, shape, or form. 5 is, you also really don't need that. you also really don't need that. I have worked with some really cool. I know it's like, girl, what time are you talking about it? But if I'm gonna teach you how to do social media, I gotta tell you what I've done so you can believe in me. Like I've done things with, Women's Health Magazine, USA Today. I worked with production companies like Warner Brothers. I've worked with Marvel. I've worked with Tarzan, Baywatch, like Maze Runner, all these really cool like production companies, stuff like that, strictly off of doing what? Being myself. Online, we like authenticity. All your favorite people, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, we like authenticity. That's honestly why TikTok is as popular as it is, and why so many people are like, when it came to the TikTok ban, is because people can truly be themselves on TikTok. You can show up in a bonnet on TikTok and no one cares. Whereas sometimes, Instagram, you feel like it to be a little bit more polished. And depending on what type of page you have on YouTube, it's kind of the same thing. But either way, if you allow yourself to be as authentic as you can, one, you're attracting the audience that's gonna like you for you, so you don't have to put on any fake persona. Two, when you start to get brand deals, which we'll get into in a second, when you start to get brand deals, it's gonna go with a niche that you already have. So that means you're doing things that you're already doing, right? It's like, and then three, you can make money being you. The thing I like about social media is it's like having your own personal reality TV show where you get to be the producer. Okay, that's that. Now 6, let's go ahead and get into brand deals. I know it's like, okay, it's kind of long. Well, we don't need to make it a part 2. We'll just keep talking about the same topics. Okay, 6, let's go ahead and get into brand deals. Brand deals is when a company will either reach out to you or you reach out to them, and we can do a separate video on exactly how to do that. Where they will send you merch for promo, which is pretty much like whatever it is they gift you, like clothes, whatever you post for that product, or they will pay you for that product. And a lot of times, if they're paying you for that product, then they want to see a certain type of engagement, etc. Correct? Yes. Which is why being authentic to yourself is so cool, because then you can find ways to have brand deals work into your life and things that you're already doing anyway. So then it won't really be hard to try to figure out where a brand deal can fit in, right? 7 is content. I know it's like we did all this talking and we didn't save content for the end, and you're trying to be a social media influencer. Girl, what? I know. Content. Do not be afraid to pick up your phone, pick up your camera, get a tripod, and go. It does not have to be the most expensive tripod, okay? I've had the most expensive tripods, I've had the most expensive cameras, and there's also times where I didn't. It is okay to start with a phone. Get a phone that you like. It don't have to be expensive. Just make sure you like the quality on the front, you know what I mean, the front camera. Or if you like the quality in the back, find a way to put a mirror or something on the other side so you can see what you look like, because that matters. Get you a tripod, you know what I mean? If you are using a camera, I will say this, even though I just said something about tripod, if you are using a camera, make sure your tripod's sturdy enough for the camera. Because a lot of cameras can be more on like the heavier side. And if your tripod is kind of light and you're trying to film or do anything outside, then you're risking, injuring your electronics or whatever, right? So definitely make sure that your tripod is sturdy enough depending on what type of device you're using. Now here's the cool thing about social media too. If you do social media in your home, in your car, any of that, you will eventually be able to write it off as a tax write-off, because it is work. Now the only way honestly for that to happen is if you are somehow bringing in income from your social media, which is why it's so important, going back to the beginning of this video with the engagement and bringing it up, making sure that you are posting consistently and interacting with your people online, because building a community is so important on social media. It is so important. And honestly, going through what I'm going through now in life, when I am not really cool with my family, my community, I'm able to lean into them so much, and I get to have that comfort when I feel just down and low in a way that I just feel like I want to give up. So it's more than just building a community so that way it can help fund your lifestyle. It's truly building a community because those people got you. It doesn't matter about if you've met them or not. Some of those people care for you more than your own family. And I know because I'm speaking from experience here. Okay? Okay. Now, I wish you nothing but the best on your social media journey. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will give you guys more. Drop a comments down below on what questions you have in regards to social media in itself, and we will get to it. Okay? Okay. Okay. Because I want all of us to be able to find a way to make income from our social media, because it is possible, it is feasible. Ja. See you in the next one.